qualify, and we are in here in the server, guys, so we should be going live here pretty soon. I mean, yeah, that was just, nobody saw that coming. That was just crazy. And if I was Fnatic, I'd be going, okay, what the heck just happened? Like, seriously, what's going on here? Is somebody messing with me here? Did we really just play a match and lose 3-0 to Pyrogen? But, you know, hey, they showed up, and that's one of the things I like about LANs, too, is that it's the team who shows up, that's who's going to win that day, you know?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, and you know, in Dignitas, like we were saying before, you know, Dignitas, I was surprised that they were booted out, and then I was surprised that Epsilon was the same way. But then again, you know, Epsilon, they weren't playing with their starting five, which everybody knows by now. Courtesy to Dogbird over here, by the way. They didn't have the starting five that they were used to playing with, so that has something to do with it as well.
Yeah, but I'm very critical of the Epsilon team, and some people think I actually like dislike them or anything. No, and seriously, I get on really, really well with pretty much majority of the BF teams and players out there, and David is easily one of the nicest guys in BF4. Absolutely, just a brilliant guy to know, and he was so much fun actually. At the after drinks afterwards, he was a lovable drunk. I'll give him that. But I really feel that they kind of let themselves down in a way. I think that they should always play with the guys they expect to play on at LAN. I also feel that they should have always been, you know, a bit more respectful at the LAN final. They had a disconnect in the game. In a very close fought one with Fnatic,
yeah, they did.
But at that time they were still far behind on tickets. And I honestly didn't think that they were going to probably win that game, but the way they reacted to get snipers and to, you know, clown around is kind of just when you're in the most professional environment BF4 has ever been in, or Battlefield in general has ever been in. To do that is so unprofessional, and yeah, I didn't like it at all. And I told them that in person, and we have a different opinion on that, definitely. But that's my feeling of it. Yeah, I mean, you act professional. If something bad like that happens, it happens. You got to deal with it, got to take it on the chin, you know. But no need to throw the toys out the pram, you know. Just keep playing and try and win. And and you were talking about Dignitas and their performance on LAN. You know, against Pyrogen, they almost beat them twice. They literally lost out twice against Pyrogen by 4 tickets. 2 tickets in 1 round on Dawnbreaker. And both of those games were digs to win. And they really, really were just, I feel, very, very unlucky. I think... Would they have been able to go on and beat Fnatic? That's a completely different kettle of fish, completely. But could they have beat Pyrogen in both their games? Absolutely. And they came very close to doing it. Yeah. And if there's one player in those matches I really wanted to give a shout out to, and will be playing today, which is Jerk. Like, plenty of times, he was getting 2v1s and 3v1s. And man, every time I watched him play at that cup, he did so damn well. I was really, really impressed by it. And I won't lie, if anyone actually goes back and watches our games, especially the last one that Dig played against Pyrogen, watch that cup and then watch the last 5 minutes where Dig get knocked out. And I don't know if the camera goes to me at all, but man, I am pretty down the whole way through. I really didn't know what to say. I was feeling so crushed for the guys. I really didn't want to be there. I would rather have been out there, like, talking to the guys afterwards, you know.
Yeah.
I felt like I'd lost as well, so it was painful.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about there. But, well, you know, players to look out for today, Jakile was really hot in the Go4 series today. He was just beasting it up on the was it the A flag on lockers. He took out, basically he wiped the entire team of Infused by himself on Alpha flag while they were attacking multiple different routes within that flag. So he is going to be hot. Jerk was also playing very, very good. We had some really good shots from Frantic as well. And I don't think Walu is playing. Is Walu playing? No, he is not. But he also had some really good moments today as well. And I believe this is going to be live. Am I right?
Yes, this will be live. So we have Frantic playing for Dig right now. Obviously, he used to play for... oh my god, I can't believe I forgot the name of that team now. Yoki. He used to play for Yoki with a few other guys who have either moved on to other teams or left completely. We also have NVC, who used to be a Team Fortress 2 player and Shootmania player. He's one of our Dignitas video editors, and he's just an all-round good FPS player. So he's making up the extra UK player today. And obviously you got Hanzilla, who's another UK guy who the Dig guys picked up. So straight off the bat, fight over B, which is what we've come to expect on this map.
Jakili, though, pushing straight onto Alpha Flag, gets caught out by, I believe that was Laguna. Going to get taken down. He's using that M16A4 like we were talking about before. B Flag, though, will be going into the favor of Dignitas right now, as they're going to be just fighting back and forth over this. And it looks like Dig is really doing a good job of holding on, as the last player left back up. Who is this? This is Adrastus? Oh, man, this is crazy stuff. But he's going to be trying to stay back up. Gets on that B cap flag here in just a second. Looks like he's going to be able to stay alive. But a massive spawn bomb coming in a back rage as well onto that Alpha flag. This is looking pretty aggressive beginning right here for 2FAST4JESUS, but Dignitas with really good rotation is going to be able to take out that Charlie flag.
Yeah, that rotation onto C was really, really good for them. Losing out on B like quite early, managed to get that capture there, but it's all down to one-on-one happening over at A here. It goes Dig's way. They have obviously lost out on C, but gives them a chance now to get a bit of a spawn going. There's that spawn I was thinking it was coming somewhere. It's out near C, so there's going to be Brosev going up against Frantic over at C, while across the board, Dignitas is pushing for both flags here.
Yeah, we had a failed back rage happen over there onto the backside of Charlie flag. That's not going to be going in their favor. We have just in BC getting a nice back rage there on Laguna. Now he's going to be pressuring up onto that Bravo flag. Spots out one of them. Has to do a little bit of zigzagging back and forth. Will be able to stay alive. And there's so many people around here that he is not going to be able to stay alive. Ends up getting taken out. And Brosif is going to be able to push up onto this Alpha flag. Should be able to get the cap here pretty soon. But as that's happening, we did have another rotation from the spawns coming in here for Dignitas. Now, one of the things that I'm seeing here is that Dignitas, while they are rotating really well, they're not really able to hold on to these flags for too awful long.
No, it's definitely the case. I think the are playing against a team that's probably had a bit more team practice across the board. I mean, Dig's team was put together about an hour ago. But obviously, the core three people, Frantic, Giggly, and Chirk, are going to be doing the majority of the work anyway. But the problem they're having is just they're not really getting the flags. But they're managing to get the ones that isn't B, basically. So C and A are the ones that they seem to be having great success with. But B, like you're saying, they're just not getting much of it there. And you can just see it. Kudos for that machine gun pistol getting a few kills. But yeah, if Dignitas can't break in on that B flag more often, this is going to be a really hard game for them.
Yeah, I gotta say that most of the time what you'll see are these teams pivoting on that Bravo flag, which is exactly what we've been seeing 2FAST4JESUS doing. As basically, okay, Dig, you're gonna go for C flag, that's fine. We'll go to Alpha. Hey, you're gonna go back to Alpha? Okay, we'll go take Charlie. And they're able to pivot off of that Bravo flag continuously and never really allow any of that pressure to be let off. But now Dignitas looks like they will be able to get onto that Bravo point. We do have 3 players sitting over here next to Statue for 2FAST4JESUS. They're going to go for a back rage onto Alpha flag, but here we go. Dignitas starting to find the rhythm. Frantic's already over onto the Charlie flag. I don't think there's going to be any random spawns back behind them. I think all the spawns are now going to be over towards Alpha, and Dig looking to possibly get a trip cap here, man.
Yeah, well, they're trying it. They need to clear up at least 4 players, but you can see that spawn did come in on Kudos over there. Frantic so far, though, has been getting an insane amount of kills. Goes down there, but he managed to clear that C flag by himself, getting at least 3 to 4 kills with some crossover ones over at the A flag. But once again, Dignitas thrown off the flags quite quickly, and 2FAST4JESUS are doing a really, really good job at just, you know, getting these flags, keeping that bleed, and even when it looks like it's going wrong, they've got someone at the right place. That B flag completely undefended, and that's going to go over to 2FAST4JESUS and a possible full domination cap. As I say that, Frantic gets a kill. That's a caster's curse for you, Brett. You say someone's going to do something, he goes down.
Yeah, absolutely. But Frantic heating up here, able to get a long-range shot down. Will be able to take out one in mid, and he's going to be able to secure that Bravo flag for his team. Just setting up and waiting for a counter push coming in here from Charlie flag. Dignitas going to be getting over there onto that Alpha flag. Should be able to secure that, no problem. Kuko, though, is going to be coming in using that FAMAS, which I know we've seen some changes, but this is something that Drunks actually did about a couple of months ago, which he was using the FAMAS quite frequently, I would say, for a couple of cups at least.
Yeah, it's a very good, I don't want to say spray weapon, but it is. I mean, you don't have that Ace-52 anymore, so you need something that just kind of puts a lot of bullets down and doesn't have as much spread as, say, the AEK. So I think that's where the FAMAS comes in there. But you can see Dig here, holding on to that B flag. They're tying down 2FAST4JESUS in the middle here, but those spawns are coming in, so they really need to clear these guys out quick, otherwise they are going to lose this flag. MVC goes down as well, and that just leaves Hanzilla over there at B. And what was looking really good for Dig is starting to go a bit awry right now. They need to get a hold of this B flag so much quicker than they are right now. They're getting cut to pieces.
Absolutely. Jakili, though, is trying to make himself useful, pushing back out there, but he gets shot, has to push back out, and it's going to be 129 to 120 in favor of 2FAST4JESUS. So not too bad here for Dignitas. It's still a very close game, and, you know, they definitely have a chance of coming back here. This is by no means over at all. And, oh, Hans with a beautiful pickup there on Brosif. Takes him down, even though I would say Brosif had the upper hand in that particular engagement. Now Kuko is going to be trying to look for him, see if he can't find him, but he is already gone. Now we do have Hanzilla going to be able to pick up that kill. Alpha should be getting burned here in just a few moments. We do have Jerk, though. He has to fall back, try and defend this C flag. And if he does so successfully, you can definitely see a trip cap possibly coming out here for Dignitas, as they have one person on Bravo flag, nobody really answered for. Laguna will be, and I don't know if he spots. Oh, he does! He does Laguna there. Very good job. We'll be able to get the pick on Bravo, and that keeps it nooched out until he can get there. But Dig with the 2-cap bleed back in their favor.
Yeah, you can see Giggly trying to get himself onto that B flag, find out where it is, but you can see that coming over at C. Kudos getting more respawns, but they are going to lose out on B, and this is what Dig really needed at this point. Get that A, get that B flag, keep this line of defense as long as possible, but Dig here could threaten a full domination cap if they really want it. Frantic is being such a force in this game. I mean, look at him right now, 16 for 9, and a lot of deaths, obviously, but you got to remember, this is Siege of Shanghai. I mean, you get back rage all the time on this map.
Yeah,
it ain't
this
easy
is
not
the back
to.
rage map.
So he's doing a really good job, and obviously one of the more solid pickups Dig's got recently. But
Check
yeah,
out that headshot right there. Oh, that was sexy. That was sexy. Frantic throwing down those shots long range. We'll be able to pick that up. Bravo and A are going to be going into their favor, and this is looking really solid here for Dignitas as they are spread out quite nicely. And look at the double kill coming in here for Jerk as he was able to pick up both of those players. Spots out one across map, and I really like the spread here from Dignitas. What do you think about it, dog?
Finally getting a bit of control. This is kind of classic, and so you're always going to see on Siege of Shanghai that A to B hold, B obviously the one that they're focusing on the most, and it's just a classic defense here. And there's someone like Frantic, as you see here, just gets these kills. There's nothing that really 2FAST4JESUS can do. But it's took Dignitas so long to get this hold, and they got to be worried. But if they let this fall apart at all, but FAST4JESUS are going to be able to do this to them when they're on the reverse side, because the reverse side is the much easier side, as you will start with A and B quite quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. So we do have Frantic, once again, just locking it down here in Showroom. Just getting those picks after picks after picks. And now we are going to be seeing Kuko getting taken down over there onto C flag. Laguna is going to be pushing back up over here onto that statue side of the map. And we have a massive back rage going to be coming in, using that M16A4 to his advantage. And this is actually looking really good. Kind of like what you were saying, we're going to be seeing a switch here. But Charlie Flag should be going into their possession here in just a few seconds, as Jakili should be able to pick that up as he does get the cap. Trip cap for just a few moments. Oh, what happened there? Did I miss that? Did Dignitas actually save Alpha?
They did indeed. It was MVC. I know this guy so well. I always call him by his real name. He did a great job holding down that A flag here, but you can see for 2FAST4JESUS giving up that A fight and just going straight for B. Brosef by himself, I expect spawns on him momentarily, but none come in because he gets taken down, wow. And that'll be B and A going back over to Dig. But look, 2FAST4JESUS are not even going for C. They're going straight out in the offensive, and that full domination cap is staying, and it eventually goes down. But man, 2 people run straight forward, get gunned down, and three people go back to take C. A bit of an overreaction, I feel.
Yeah, that was definitely a huge mistake on their part, and they're just getting really picked apart right now. Jakili doing a really great job of holding down into mid right now. We also have Jerk, who's holding it down over here next to the statue. He got several kills. Like you were saying, they're just running across there like madmen, not really having any type of a game plan. Jerk's still going to be back up, using those impacts very well, staying alive, controlling the movement of the map. That's something that we've been seeing Dignitas really start to do here, is controlling the flow of the map. 2FAST4JESUS at the beginning, it was just aggression, 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 aggression. And Dignitas has been able to stop that. They've been able to cut it in half, basically. And I don't think 2FAST4JESUS knows how to react to that.
I think it's really difficult to deal with two players like Frantic and Giggly right now who are running 21 and 23 kills. I mean, they're just doing so damn well. I mean, even MBC is doing quite well here. Yeah. And he hasn't played Battlefield in about 3 months at least, so the Dig guy's doing very well here. But yeah, I think it's a total collapse in communication for 2FAST4JESUS here. Everything was chaotic and that favoured them at first, but I think the experience eventually won out on Dignitas' side, and that's a 96 ticket lead, and that's pretty big.
That it is, especially on Siege of Shanghai. I mean, you don't really expect it to be too crazy high, you know, if you have two teams that are kind of even. But, I mean, to be honest with you there, that was pretty dominant there in that last part of the first round. As, like you said before, it seemed like a breakdown of communication possibly. You know, we saw Dignitas really starting to put their feet in the ground. They were really calling out. I felt a lot of those back rages. We saw a lot of failed back rages coming in for 2FAST4JESUS, as Dignitas was able to reinforce in the correct spots, and they just stopped them. I mean, they just stopped them cold. It was beautiful to watch there at the end. Let's see if Dignitas can keep this up. And we do have Broseph over there with a little bit of rage. He doesn't really like this map. He's like, why is it even here? Why? But it's going to be interesting to see what the breakout is, because as you said before, we are going to be switching sides. And so what exactly are you going to be expecting right now from the breakouts?
For 2FAST4JESUS, they need to get hold of that B flag as quick as possible. That's what they need is the A-B hold, and they need it as quick as possible. You can see Dignitas here kind of going for an interesting push, not really going for B, and kind of pressuring that A, making a big fight at that statue. And if this goes their way, this will be an interesting one. Man, that's 3 kills off the break. And you can see for 2FAST4JESUS using this time to try and push, and it's going to be Jerk defending that C flag, but Dig are going to take that A flag, and more importantly, threaten a B flag as well. Man, this is a great stop.
That's basically a wipe right there, Doc. That was basically a wipe. We do have some spawns coming up in the north side of the map, but a quick trip cap coming in. Kuko, the last one left up. He's going to be so low on health, and goodbye as he gets taken down by a nade. We have one more player for 2FAST. Is going to be spawning back up in showroom, but I don't think it's going to be enough as he also goes down. Broseph is going to be sitting over here next to escalators. That was a very, very good breakout there for Dignitas, as they looked like they were maybe a little bit too crazy on that initial push onto Alpha, but it worked out really, really well. They were able to collapse in onto that Alpha flag, and they were allowed to collapse in onto that Bravo flag eventually.
Yeah, the interesting spawn there for Broseph, actually, right near the A flag, so that might actually give him a bit of a respite here. Clearly catches MBC off guard, and catches Gukili off guard, and now it's Anzilla left. He eventually gets that pickup kill, saving the A flag. And I think I see paralysis here setting in on 2FAST4JESUS. Not really sure where they want to go here. They need to do something quick. They don't have that much time. 96 tickets was the previous score for the last round. So, man, they got to act quickly here, and every moment of indecision is costing them time, and they don't have much time remaining.
No, they don't, but we do have Chikili once again picking up another really good shot over there next to that Bravo flag. We do have Frantic and Kuko going to be pushing back up onto... I'm sorry, that wasn't Frantic. Who is that actually? Spanner and Kuko going to be pushing back up onto this Alpha flag. They will be able to get that. We only have Hanzilla here who's going to try and break this. He's going to get spotted out and taken down fairly easily, though. But Dignitas, once again, going to be shifting back over to that Bravo flag very, very nicely. Ends up taking it back. 2-cap bleed will be staying into their possession, as well as the lead. Chikili does end up going down. We do have just MVC, who's the last one back up over there onto that Bravo side. He ends up going down as well. But, you know, at this particular moment here, dog, you know, Dignitas, they got to be feeling pretty good. They're in the lead. They have a 90-plus ticket lead from the first round. So they're kind of just maxing and relaxing, I would say, at this point.
Yeah, definitely. Considering they were definitely playing on the harder side as well, and their initial break, like you said, Brett, was pretty much a wipe. So with that, I mean, look at that. They managed to. This fight at B is still continuing, and they still get control of it right under the noses of the 2FAST4JESUS guys. And that ticket bleed's going to do all the work for them, really. Let alone their really good crossfires right now.
Look at Jerk, 10-1 right now. Yeah, you said he was going to be a player to look out for, and you were absolutely right as he's beasting it up. Jakili also going to be beasting it up as well. We have just NVC getting taken down over there onto that Bravo flag as well. Frantic, though, he's going to be back up. Gets hit from the showroom sign, and now, just for Jesus, decides to go for a 4-man push onto Bravo. And when you have to go for a 4-man push to take out a flag, that is not too good. I mean, that means that you're lacking something right there, especially within the fragging department when you have to just basically zerg your opponent. We do have Hanzilla going in for a back rage right now, 169-129 in favor of Dignitas right now, as they are looking really, really good. I would say right now, Dignitas, you just need to kind of cool it. Get all your guys up, make sure everybody spawn back in, have a collective push towards either B or A, and just slowly get your frags.
Yeah, but this is the opportunity that 2FAST4JESUS really need. This is their chance to take away a big win here, because they just need to get this hold from A to B, and they have got their line set up here. You can see Dig trying to spawn in mass amounts onto that B flag. Really for Dig, they need to break out, head to that A flag, and try and just not get sucked in to constantly pushing B. Jerk, only guy up right now. Dig just did suffer a 4-man wipe here. So let's see what they do, but they need to break out around that B flag. They either zerg it and try and break through, or they wait, pick off the kills, and then slowly move in. But right now, this is not a lost game at all. This A and B hold is brutal, and one map that can definitely lead to large scores.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's that swing that you were talking about before. It's that pivot that ends up happening within the scores. So we'll see if Dignitas is going to be able to fight their way out of it, as Laguna is going to be waiting up in the same position that we saw Jerk in, as well as Jakili over here on showroom floor. Going to try and hold on. He's going to be able to control a lot of movement going through mid. Jakili, though, going to be poking out just a little bit. Does he know there's going to be one in showroom? He has to know that there is one. Ends up getting taken down. Hanzilla also taken down from that collective push right there. Jerk, though, he's going for a massive back rage. Look at that. He's going all the way down towards the water to try and get any kind of a back rage going on. Brosif might be able to spot this out. I don't know. It doesn't look like he smells anything coming up, and it looks like just NVC going to be able to give away their tail. I think that he should have waited to take out Brosif before he did that, because it's not going to allow Jerk really to get into position. But, you know, who knows? As we are seeing them start to push their way in. Just NVC with a 4-man kill spree right now. Can he make it a 5th one? As it looks like Alpha will be going back into the possession. Jerk finishing that up. So I may have spoke too soon on that. Very good frags coming out here for Dignitas, as we have the last player coming in for 2FAST4JESUS is going to be Laguna, as he gets taken down quite easily. And possible trip cap. Well, we did have a trip cap coming in for just a few seconds. And now 108 to 116, and now it's looking scary. Dog,
this is where it's bad. This is where it's bad. But I mean, the FAST4JESUS, what they needed was that A-B hold, and if they lost out on one of those flags, to rotate to C. It didn't work out for them. They got bullied off it, but good spawn for them right on that A flag, and it's going to be Jerk taking on Kudos. But man, that breakthrough there, look at Dig's rotation, straight onto that C flag. It's frantic, not surprised at all. But now Dig is kind of sandwiched to that B flag, and this is the last chance, really, for 2FAST4JESUS. They need to get on that B flag, get it captured, and wipe Dig here. But man, they've got less than 5 tickets to work with here, and Dig here can just rely on getting the kills, if anything.
Yeah, you know, honestly, man, it is going to be completely, even if this was Fnatic here, I don't think that they were going to be able to make it, especially on Siege of Shanghai. Maybe on a map like Lockers, and by the way, it's over right now. They have won, so kudos.
Yeah, there we go.
Good job there to Dignitas, as they're going to be securing their win for this particular map. But, you know, when it gets to that point right there, it's all about frags. I mean, all they have to do is get their frags down. Eventually, they're going to have to spawn in, and they're just not going to be able to stake up. So, good job there for Dignitas. They definitely had a rocky start, but, you know, honestly, it's like you said, they formed a team about an hour ago. So, you know, you had 2 players that hadn't really played at all, and coming in and definitely seeing the 3, I guess you could say, or not victors, what am I trying to say? The 3 veterans coming in, able to really show the way for him to go, and that was a beautiful play, or beautiful round right there. Look at the KDs, though. over here on Dignitas side. 14-6, 15-9, 12-10. Everybody's really pulling their weight within this match.
I think I'll bring him up because I can't help it. But MVC doesn't really. He's an FPS pro in a lot of games. Shoot Mania, Team Fortress. He's played it all. Tribes as well, I believe, and Quake. And man, just look at that. They just managed to come over here with a solid team of veterans, like you were saying. And he did quite well, especially in this round. Like you were saying, got a 4-man kill streak going at one point. And that was at the critical moment in the game where they needed to break that A and B hold. And they broke it in style, taking both B and A. So good play for him. And looking pretty good for a mixed team put together about an hour and a half ago.
Yeah, absolutely. And so anyways, guys, I'm going to post down post the brackets down there into chat so you guys can go check those out. But anyways, we are going to be finishing that up. So that means that Dignitas will be moving up to the winner's bracket. Am I correct there?
Yep, they will indeed. So they will probably be playing the winner of Infuse versus either Team Bobs or Team Rezd. And I don't know what is going on with that one right now, because we were going to watch Team Rezd versus Team Bobs, but they took too long to set their stuff up. So trying to work out what's going on with them. I'm sure Infused are sitting there waiting in the wings. I believe they were probably just watching that match what we were casting, probably looking to see what this team of Dig are going to be like, because obviously they've already took on MYM, who pretty much played with a 4-man lineup with one extra player. I think that was Matt from CG. So, they took on strong teams before, so this isn't going to be new to them at all.
Yeah, absolutely. So anyways, guys, we do appreciate you coming out and watching. We're going to be back here shortly with the next round as soon as we figure out which match. We are going to be casting most likely the Infuse match, am I correct?
I believe so, unless the Res one is still continuing. I'm not 100% sure. I will let you know very soon.
Okay, well, we're not sure which match we're going to be casting. But anyways, guys, this has been the ESL UK Cup. And if you want to compete in this cup, correct me if I'm wrong here, Dogbert, but anybody can compete as long as you have 2 players from the UK. Am I correct?
Indeed. So, guys, find 2 UK people you know, even if they're bad at the game, and just get them involved, and then try and carry them to victory. Because that's what Dignitas did.
Have some fun. Have some fun with it. And there's some cash at the end of the day, am I right?
What, sorry?
Is there some cash at the end of the game?
There is indeed. I believe it's £100 first place, but I think there's a breakdown as well. I will try and find you the cash breakdown at some point. I believe it was changed quite recently. But this is a £1,000 tournament altogether. Within about each week, you can win a first place of £100, and all get tickets and points towards the LAN final. Well, I say LAN final. There will be a final. I don't think it's quite a LAN one, but it will have some elements of that possibly.
Yeah, absolutely. So, right there, guys, join up for next week on the ESL UK Cup. We need more and more teams to join up. Once again, 2 players from the UK, and you can play to your heart's content. So anyways, we are going to be cutting to a quick break. We'll see you guys here in just a few moments. Enjoy some music.